Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, back with a second video within like 24 hours, I guess. And because my chart haul for this month is overdue, so we have the 26th of November and I've posted my charts on my website whitelabel in early November. So if you want to have a look at the chart post, at the full thing, link is down there in the description box, and we'll go through the stuff I liked actually. So first one you've seen already, La Lune Noire on Sphinx Records. Dictator is the title of the album. You've seen this in an unboxing, and I will link that unboxing like in the very end of this video. Very good stuff. This is why I feature a CD on here. It was announced when I unboxed it in the press sheet as new wave, but turned out to be like more future pop, trance-induced EBM kind of stuff, like big sequences, very dance floor friendly, some synth pop, like I think Go West by the Pet Shop Boys, like in that bombastic like vein. Very good stuff. Production could be a little bit, the mix sound could be a little bit better. I think they've done it themselves, but overall, like a very, very good CD. I really enjoyed that, and I haven't gotten any EBM-ish, future trance, future pop stuff within years. Back in the day when I started Nightstyles, I had a lot of stuff, and I met a lot of guys from this scene, like Project Pitchfork, and like that guy from Daniela Kain, and I got a lot of stuff by Goethes Erben and all those bands and stuff, but this kind of vanished as a style featured on Nightstyles, but now I'm glad that I got this as a little update on that style, because I haven't been following this kind of music for quite a while, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe because I haven't listened to similar music for ages, like years, 5, 8, 10 years maybe. Anyway, next one, a new label and a label collaboration actually. Just a fold out or a cardboard thing. Is called False Move Records. This is a collaboration between Minor Label from Leipzig and Tilt Recordings from Greece, and they got 2 tracks on here: PS Stamps Back Beyond Lies the Whoop and Dill and Paragon Unstable. And I really like this hand, I don't know, it's like silkscreen print, and we got a 7-inch here. Just a nice black minimalistic thing. Music wise, like a very good start. One side is more like IDM, bass heavy electronica kind of. The other side is like, you know, if you know Emit, if you know Halftime drum and bass, this is a similar direction. This one goes with Dill and Paragon. Dill is, as far as I remember, a drum and bass producer from Russia, and I totally like the artwork, although it's a little bit impractical that the record falls out. Anyway, there is a plastic sleeve we can put around this, so this works out better. Another one from the Minor Label from Leipzig. I had this on my wish list for quite a while. Minor Aqua, like a blue 7-inch Yamaoka knuckleball. Yamaoka is obviously a producer from Japan, and I really enjoyed this one. It's like the guy is called Kenichi Oka, if I haven't butchered this, and this came out last year, limited to 150 copies. Actually, there's another 7-inch by him, and I really like the glow of the blue 7-inch. Another 7-inch, this is more like electronica, ambient, chill out stuff, and this is like hounded like 90s raw techno, really fast, really dance floor friendly. Limited to 150 copies, as I said, in blue vinyl, and 50 of these, as well as of the other one I mentioned, will be combined in a box. So this single 7-inches, there are only 100 available per 7-inch worldwide. So this is one you might not see that often. The next one is also a big label collaboration. The guy responsible for the tracks is called Inoshini. Ino, as you can see here. Shini on the other side, a 7-inch as well. And this 7-inch is called Organisierte Ruhestörung. I won't remove the plastic cover here because it's like a fold out poster, and Actually, there's 4 tracks on here, a lot of breakcore, hardcore, very raw, tracker-oriented music. I have listened to the first stuff by Inoshini, I guess, back in 1999, and he's one of the like originators and like old school heads of the East German like breakcore scene, which was always based around like Leipzig, Jena, with a lot of tape labels and stuff. And this is a multi-label collaboration, and I cannot remember exactly which labels are involved, so I will have a look. This is Alpha Cute, which is a 7-inch sub-label of Alpha Cut. Minor Obscure, which is a sister label of Minor of the Minor label, which I showed like the last Yamaoka release. Ohm 52, which is also a old school breakcore label from Germany, which had the Inoshini record I talked about like earlier. Phantom Noise, also like a legendary East German label in terms of like breakcore, hardcore related music. And Scrotum Records, which I have heard of but I don't know nothing about. So and this is Organisierte Ruhestörung, I guess also 150 copies pressed only. And there's a big hit. Organisierte Ruhestörung does mean something in the vein of organized noise pollution. And noise pollution in that sense that you like, if you make a lot of noise in your flat and you annoy your neighbors, this is like what we call Ruhestörung in German, because you disturb their calm, if you want to translate it literally. So, and this is definitely what this does. It's very rioty, very punkish, although electronic. And one track, Verhetzung der Jugend, features a lot of samples from like, I guess, a 50s or 60s film, like a kind of educational film about youth culture and like rioting youth and stuff. So a lot of samples in German, but really enjoyable. So if you like raw, energetic music overall, this is definitely one to go for. The next one is the most beautiful record I've got to show, because of this epic stem, dub voice. It's yeah, the best thing I've seen this month, actually, like artwork wise. It's a white label 10-inch, one-sided, and it's on Dub Revolution Records. And the producer is DJ Matt. You Can't Test We, I guess, is the title. It's not given here, but Discogs reveals it like that. And yeah, as you might guess with dubwise and stuff, this is dubstep related, a little bit of jungle in there. Definitely great stuff. Very chill, but also dance floor friendly and beautiful. And for a one-sided 10-inch, expensive as heck. And talking expensive 10 inches, here we go again. Komodo Dirge EP on Black Acre, a double 10-inch. I won't get this out because the covers are a little too big, and it's always hard to get this in. Black Acre and Acre are two labels I know of for a long time, but I haven't followed for some reasons, because they were also always like a little bit too like detailed and splintered and not dance floor friendly enough for me in terms of like dubstep, and not experimental enough in terms of electronica, and also not dance floor friendly enough in terms of whatever when I listen to stuff by them. So I have ignored them for quite a while, but this one is great. There's one like very slow dubstep tune on here, which has the most seductive bass line I've heard in a while, and the other tracks are more like a little bit in the vein of ambient and trip hop and stuff, similar to that album by Ivy Lab, which I've shown in the last chart hall, Death Don't Always Taste Good. So very experimental, down tempo, ambient, trip hop in the most experimental sense. So this is great stuff, very interesting, and as I said, one track with a very, very seductive bass line. So now to something a lot of you might know, or have seen, or whatever. You know what this is? I guess you do. If not, Aphex Twin, the Collapse EP. And I am quite surprised actually, because here's the Aphex logo. Well, I'm not surprised by the logo obviously, but Aphex Twin is a god, a producer god for many, and a lot of people say whatever that guy does is great, is excellent, is genius, and I disagree. I simply don't agree. He's a great musician. I appreciate quite a bit of his stuff, but since 2003, which is 15 years ago, when he put out this Face EP on his own like men label, you know, remember that, only white paper sleeve, black label, vinyl, no information, and there were 2 tracks, there were 2 EPs on that. Face was the last one, I guess, with like a noise and a kind of the bug remix or whatever. And since then, neither the Analog series nor anything else by Aphex has like interested me at all, because you can only do so much in terms of innovation, and I think he repeated himself a lot with Drox. He was like going into pianos, which is not my thing. Analog was too soft for me, but in this one, I guess he's back at his best, like funk, glitch, IDM, a little bit of breakcore in there, and definitely dance floor friendly as well. So this is the Aphex Twin I love. But in the past 15 years, whatever he's done, it hasn't touched me at all. So you can like slaughter me for that or whatever, but I'm not like the straight 100% Aphex Twin fan and everything is genius he does. It's not, definitely not. But now, back to bass music. Numa Crew and Killer's Army, Numa Recordings 001, We Know Tech Talk. This is obviously, like, as you might guess from the title, bass music related. First one of the Numa Records crew, I guess they're from Italy, which is interesting. I love their logo here, and this is the flip side. Actually, this is a nice mixture of like the bass, or the foundation of this is reggae with a hint of dubstep, and the vocals on top of that are grime, or like grime related. So this one, although a vocal tune, is definitely going for both dubstep and grime crowds, and the flip is the instrumental, the dub version, so the rhythm. So this is great stuff for all bass music lovers. And so the next one, Dubai and Tyrone, the Arcane EP. I hope you can see this right, and the glare isn't too bad on Metalheads. Metalheads is always a label I have to check, and because they're around for ages and they've been providing quality, a lot of quality for ages, but also a lot of like, well, average stuff, stuff that's not for me. Here's the logo, like a variation of the logo, and here is things you cannot see on the label. 4 tracks on here, drum and bass, like old school drum, not old school, but I think drum and bass in the end of the 2000s, end of the 90s, early 2000s, when it was described as a music for long black tunnel stuff, rolling, steppy, minimalistic, big bass line on a lot of tunes here, and yeah, drum and bass. If you want to buy one drum and bass record that is really like the essence of drum and bass, of proper drum and bass, not neurofunk or whatever, then go for this, because it's good, simply. And now the big reveal, the final one. Oh, I've been waiting for this for nearly a year. Hyperdub presents Diggin' in the Cards. Still in the shrink wrap, but I will show you the vinyl. This is, as it says, a collection of pioneering Japanese video game music. It is really video game music from the 80s, from a lot of like video games, and there is a little bit of stuff that comes with it. There's a big one insert, and there's like a bit of knowledge about video game music, and I have gotten this as a CD promo back in late 2017. Here's the track list. Here's the cover, which I also like, and there are a lot of like from Konami and PC Engine and Micro Cabin and whatever consoles there were in Japan. So I'm not a big video game geek, but as I said, this promo CDR of this arrived in late 2017 to be reviewed on nightstyles.de, and I did, and I was like flabbergasted. Actually, I really love this. It's lo-fi, but it's yeah, very fascinating music. Some tunes even in the vein of future grime and stuff, like melody wise and stuff. And I was really into this, and it was like, okay, the CD will come out in late 2017, and the vinyl is expected in February 2018. And then nothing happened, and nothing happened, and nothing happened. And I've been via Twitter in touch with the guy who did this compilation and did the whole research, and he was like, well, yeah, vinyl is a little bit delayed, and please, like, wait for it, because we're doing something special, whatever special about there is about this, and please be patient and stuff. And then I guess in late October, this one popped up finally at the record store with a delay of nearly 1 year. It's 180 gram vinyl, I guess, on colored vinyl, 2 different colors, and very interesting music if you're into 8-bit, lo-fi, electronic music, early 80s stuff. A lot of stuff is beatless, but very interesting, and I was very excited to buy this for a not that cheap price, but I've been waiting for this for so long, and sometimes I gotta go out of my way in terms of, like, I'm a lot into electronic dance music and stuff, and I buy a lot of stuff to play out, stuff I really like, but also I need more stuff to listen to, so this is great for me, and a great variation and a great addition to my record collection, with which doesn't hold a lot of video game music, and also doesn't hold a lot of library music, which I will have to upgrade on, or like stock on in the future as well. So this is maybe a long chart haul video, but I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, follow me on everywhere, free me from my Instagram shadowban, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See you later.